great actresses. Mr. Advocate, distributing embarrassments. Fall back, leave you stiff like a mannequin. Got somewhere to be, wanna roll, follow me.
We trying to get more money than a monopoly.
My firm tight, these other niggas be faking.
Loyalty is strength and we built to break 'em.
Got somewhere to be, wanna roll, follow me.
We trying to get more money than a monopoly.
Where we at?
Back at it.
What up, what up?
What up, the advocates? Welcome to another show. Yo, it's your boy John Figs.
What up? This is De La Music over here.
And Rub over here. You heard?
Word up, man. Yo, it's been a hell of a year, huh?
I want to forget about this year.
Yeah, it's a year everybody wants to forget, man. Throw
I
that
don't
shit in the
forget it.
dumpster. You want to forget it?
I want to remember it.
Well, we all gonna
I wanna
remember that
cherish
shit.
it.
We're gonna
I
remember.
want to cherish
about
it because you know what? This year is about change.
Yeah, my man's about to. He's
all the society's changing, but, you know, right beneath our eyes. Society's changing.
Nah,
and we don't
society's
even know
changing. Nah, you're right.
Because
everything's
think about
changing.
it. When shit go back to regular, what's gonna be regular? You see
everything.
You see how people used to laugh at the Chinese when they was walking around with masks
Man, I used to laugh
years
at them.
ago,
used to make
a couple
fun of
years
Laugh at
ago.
them.
Nigga, you're gonna see a lot more of that now,
When I
more
was
than
a-
ever.
When I was on the train, the subway, and they said have the mask, it'd be like, did somebody call a doctor? Did somebody just to fuck with them?
Yeah,
They got
just
their
fine.
reasons.
I was kinda
They
ignorant
had their
about it.
reasons,
Yeah.
and now you're gonna see that a lot more. Even when they, these vaccines start going around, if them shits even work. Honestly, yo, I was looking at the news, and you see how they were saying that the president and the vice president, all these people are gonna do it on live TV.
Yeah.
And I was looking at they were doing Mike Pence today. I saw it on Univision. My parents was watching that shit, right? And I'm like, yo, does that shit even have anything in it? Because you couldn't even see.
I know what you're talking about.
You couldn't, and you seen videos
I've
of
seen
now.
a few videos.
They're not even.
Take the cap
Yeah,
off.
they're not even injecting anything in this shit. So you don't know what. And even if it was the vaccine, you think they're gonna give us the same shit that they're giving them?
Yo,
Like, come on.
yo, straight up, I think it's all mind fuck.
It is a mind fuck.
Even if they are, they injecting, all right, the regular people, even the people, the nurses, people working in the hospitals, they injecting them with something.
Right.
I bet you it was fucking like protein or something. It's just like some regular shit.
Vitamin water and
yeah,
shit.
some shit, and it's just like, yo, this is the COVID-19 vaccine,
Some B12 and shit.
and it's all just it's a mind fuck. It's all
But,
it is. It's all a mind fuck.
E, thank you for that conspiracy theory.
Yo, I'm all about conspiracy.
Let's
bro.
start
I'm
the
all
hip hop.
about it. I'm all about it. Word
I mean,
up.
I love conspiracy theories, so we could talk all day about it. But let's get into some good old hip hop, some hardcore,
Why not?
some
Why
shit.
not? That's what we
so,
do.
Yo, fellas, this week I think we should get into hip hop artists who owns their masters, who doesn't own their masters. Why should you own your masters?
We learn from hearing other people talk about their situations. People that made it and artists that made it, their situations with that, like giving up their masters from the jump and not noticing what the fuck they're giving up. You think about it, like, a lot of artists from that been around for years, they don't even have, till this day they don't own their shit
Yeah, a
because
lot of them
they
don't.
sold that off right from the jump.
Isn't that crazy? Like when you get as the oldest person, and you think about it, like, yo, I sold my masters. Like at that moment, you didn't think about it.
Because you don't know what that means. A lot of people didn't know what that meant.
Yeah.
But your kids are gonna eat off of that. Your kids and your kids' kids. That'll start a whole thing in your life.
I think one of the people that started being advocates, advocating the whole own your masters was the Locks. You know what I'm saying? When they signed with Diddy, they got out of that contract. You know what I'm saying? They were fighting to get out. Now they own all their masters. Everything they do is they own everything.
They went hard with that shit because they went on the radio fighting for that.
Yeah. Jadakiss said, I'm going to throw a fucking fridge at P. Diddy. I'm going to throw a fridge at
They were going hard, like, to get this shit
they were
back.
trying. But they
Not even
couldn't.
to get it back. Not even to get it back. Was it to get it back or was it to get released? I think
They
it
were
was
trying to get released, but everything
from that whole.
everything was
first-
under that.
Yep.
Even the masters, the first recording, everything was under that. So, yo,
It's hard, man. It's hard back then. I can imagine back then for these artists that didn't know what the fuck they was doing.
But you think about it like this. So, owning your masters, not owning your masters. Sometimes these people get these record deals, And everything, you have to sell everything, you know, your soul and everything. You know, the conspiracy shit, motherfuckers have to sell their booty too. You know what I mean? Like,
What the fuck?
yo, you got to give it up sometimes. They saying that, you know, to get up there, you got to give it up. There's stories out there, you know what I'm saying? There's,
Yeah,
but,
Juan Carlos, a lot of people don't know, but like, I just found out, like, for example, Nas. I'm a big Nas fan, you know. So Nas, his albums from Illmatic to Streets Disciple, he doesn't own the masters to them. Columbia owns it, which is Sony, right?
Yeah.
So isn't that crazy? Somebody
is
like
crazy.
Nas, he can't eat off of none of those records, I'm assuming.
yeah.
After Stillmatic, then
He gets a certain percentage, but he's not. He doesn't have. The Masters is controlling what you can do with that
what
music.
you can do, yeah.
That's
Put on
what
a
that
movie,
means. It's
put it
whatever
on a
you.
movie,
Yeah, you
yeah.
can put it in a movie.
Anyway, yeah.
You can put it anywhere. You can re-release it on the greatest. You know, on the greatest hits. Shit like that. That's what a Masters really means. Is controlling that shit. You're the master of your own fucking product. You can do whatever the fuck you want with it.
Yeah.
And some people signed that shit off a long time ago.
Yeah.
When they first came up because they threw them a couple $100,000. You know, whoever was privileged maybe, got lucky, got a couple mil from the jump. But that's what that shit that shit is hard. Now, and you know what? That's what a lot in the hip hop game, that's what a lot of them had advocated.
Okay.
Us as hip hop advocates.
That's where we come in.
That's where we come in. We learn from that. We pass it along. But shit that we learn, and we pass it along to the people growing up and coming up before us, because we learning from the people that was before us.
So back,
After us.
so back to
yeah, my
Nas.
shit fucked.
So it's crazy. So after Streets Disciple, he got out of Columbia. He got out of Sony, and he went to Def Jam. But like with the paperwork and everything, the contract, he also has his own brand. I think is the Jones Experience, something like that. Yeah, the Jones Experience. So that he was able to partner up with Def Jam and create a better deal for himself.
He got mass appeal too, right?
Where he
Mass
owns,
appeal.
that's his own separate thing. But he was able to secure his masters for his kids.
A lot of people
they
learn from that shit, man.
The 360 deals, man. So basically, they're giving you the fame.
Yes, explain what that is, because to this
360
day, I don't even think I know what that is.
So the 360 deal is they get a little 17, 18-year-old, you know what I'm saying, fresh out the block. You know what I mean? Yo, look, it's $1 million deal. $1 million deal, a 360, right? So we're gonna pay for everything. This is a loan. Basically is a loan. The industry, the record label is a fucking bank. They're giving you $1,000. They don't tell you, listen, you have to pay this back. They don't let you know that. Of course not. But they like, yo, you have you have $1 million. This is $1 million contract. Now knowing that's an advance for what? You got to pay that shit back. Basically, that's a loan for your videos, for your studio time, for whatever you want to do with that money. And the first thing motherfuckers do is, yo, let's go to the jeweler. They get mad chains, they get cars, whatever they need, because they think, yo, I got a bonus. There's not a signing bonus. It's a fucking record deal. It's just an advance. So you got to pay that back. At the end of the day, TLC never made money in their first couple albums. And they were the biggest thing in the fucking world, selling diamond.
That's
crazy.
crazy.
They went diamond.
It's all a loan, bro.
It's a loan. You know what I'm saying?
Not so many people went diamond.
Eminem, man, there's a few. Eminem, you know what I'm saying? TLC definitely. Who else? 50 went diamond in the first joint.
50 went diamond. You got Fuji's went diamond on
The
score,
second album.
The score.
You know, the first album, they didn't even sell 10,000 copies. The first album, the Fuji's album.
The Fuji's, yeah, because that was really, really underground. And it wasn't even, I mean, the music they came out with on that, the score was way different, man.
The score. But I don't know, man. I think with contracts, you have to read it. You have to have a professional lawyer reading your contracts. You know what I'm saying?
We got Nick. You know, not everybody got Nick.
Oh, man, Nick. Nick
Thank
seen.
God, my nigga Nick got the word.
Matter of fact,
The lawyer
last
you
episode we spoke
Yourself
about
a Nick.
managers.
Get yourself a Nick.
Nicholas Duran, the man, the Corona's mayor. He was our manager for a minute, back in like 2000.
When y'all had the group.
Born Leaders, aka / Lost Minds.
I remember one time going to see you, and it was Black Sheep, I think it was called.
Black
the spot
Sheep,
in Astoria. And I got there, And they're trying to make me pay at the door, and I'm like, nah, I'm here to support my man. And Nick came out, and I'm like, yo, Nick, yo, Nick, yo. I thought the savior's here, you know.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, yo, Nick, they trying to make me pay. He's like, you might have to pay. You might have to pay.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah, that was a paid gig. Yo, Nick was our manager. He was getting our gigs. Damn, that speaking of
That's the manager right there.
from last episode to we were speaking about last episode, but he booked the gigs. He was doing all the heavy trail that we were seeing in front of us. That we didn't want to go through that road because we wasn't polished to speak a certain way. He was handling all of that shit. You got to speak a certain way. You got to talk. You know what I'm saying? Corporate. You know what I'm saying?
That's the important part.
That's where that's where managing.
Exactly. So we were 18, 19. We wasn't gonna speak corporate. We didn't know what the hell that was. We was just kids that just running around and shit. But
Juan Carlos, it's like if you in the corporate world, you like, give me my shit. They're gonna look at you like, get the fuck out the office. But if you say, man, have my belongings, then they might give it to you.
You have to. You definitely have to work on your white voice.
The white voice.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Yo, does everybody have a white voice?
Everybody.
You got a white voice?
I think so.
Come on, man.
I flip a switch. One thing I'm best known for is
the white voice.
Somebody told me not a long time ago. Somebody told me that I know how to turn it on and off. I know how to turn it, and that's one thing you got to know. You got to learn society. That's fucking common sense right there. That's having common sense. You got to know when to turn it on and off. You a certain type of person. You got to know how to be that person in a certain atmosphere. You can't be the same person you are.
You have to
at work that you are, say, at home. But some of the things carry over. You got to carry certain things over, but you got to have that switch. You got to know, not everybody got that. And once you learn that and you figure that out, and that comes with age, that comes with wisdom. That comes with,
age.
That just comes.
Maturity. With maturity.
Yeah, maturity. Exactly. That's it. That's the word.
Yeah, because you think about it
grow up.
Now.
Grow the fuck up.
You take something that will bother you 10 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
The same situation will happen now. Yo, you probably like shrug it off. You'll laugh. Because it's like, yo, it's not worth it. But when, what I'm saying, you're 20, 25, something like that, yo, someone bumps you, oh shit, yo, you want to smack, you want to take the motherfucking head off.
Word.
Now someone, excuse me, oh, no doubt, oh, no, thank you, no doubt, excuse you, cool. You know what I mean? That was a bad example because I don't know.
Let me tell you, I do certain things now that I still used to do when I was younger, and it's not because I didn't grow up, but it's just because I know that's who I am. But there's certain things that I used to do back then that I don't do now. You gotta, and that's a part of growing up and
maturing.
Well, hold on, let's bring it back to where we started. So talking about all this stuff, if I would tell you right now, yo, do you think 21 Savage owns his masters? What would you tell me? What would be your answer?
I would, 21 Savage. I don't know
because he's a young,
Because I don't even know who he signed to. None of that. You see, you know what's crazy? Bringing it to that, back to that. Back then, you knew who somebody was signed to. Niggas was shouted out. Niggas, you don't see too much of that. Like niggas shouting out their labels and all that shit.
Every song,
because that was a part of marketing. That was part of promoting. Now you don't see that too much because people are promoting themselves. So honestly, 21 Savage, I don't know who the fuck he signed. Don't get me wrong, he got a couple joints that's hot, but I don't know who's pushing him. Is he pushing himself?
Well, that's a gentleman who's smart and he does have his masters, which I was surprised because real quick when I think about like the younger rappers and everything, I think it's like some like, yo, I just want money, I just want jewelry. But he's actually about business, and he's a smart businessman.
I think you have to have.
There's a lot,
some
but nowadays a lot of, especially because you don't have the big labels, and you have a lot more of the social media and the internet, where you can push your own shit.
Record labels
you don't have a lot of
radios are obsolete
with
right
those
now.
kind of labels. Yeah, you don't have those kind of issues with a lot of younger artists now. A lot of them are independent. Most of them are independent.
Chance the Rapper, you know, he owns his own shit, right? Tory Lanez, all those guys. You see him on Instagram and everything. So they know what they're doing. And like you said earlier, E, they learned from the past. They learned from the old school artists who did get the 60 deals that you were talking about.
And, you know, those are the niggas that preach it, that are preaching it to us, to the people that aren't caught up in that yet. And making sure, you know, that we prevent ourselves from getting caught up in that kind of shit. And, you know, as us listening, niggas like that is the ones that's listening. That's the good shit.
Because you think about it, like when we were struggling out there, we were trying to make money. If somebody was like, yo, I'll give you 10 stacks real quick. Sign this paper.
Ain't no real money.
When we was, but when we was like 21, when we was like 19, and we was broke, we, you know, who knows, right? Like it sounds great.
10 stacks probably like equivalent to like maybe 15 right now. With inflation.
We spend that in what, a month, 2 months. That's 2 months right there with regular income right
But
there.
you living in your mom's crib. You think about it when you're 19, you living in your mom's crib, you got no bills.
A lot of people sign deals like that. A lot of people sign
If
deals
I'm living
like
in my
that.
mom's crib and at that time, yeah, you know what? No, you're right.
You wouldn't fucking take it.
That's it. And you know what you would have done? You would have flipped some bud.
Yeah, exactly. I would have copped fucking 2-3 pounds. And like, yo, I can use this shit to flip this shit.
That's what
Flip
I'm saying.
it.
And
Yo,
then you'll be stuck in the
I'm
fucking
usually
fucked
fuck
up
that
deal
shit, nigga.
for like 4 years. And you're making banging music, ill music. You can't even, you know, like, who knows? There's a whole lane out there. There's a whole route that thank God we didn't have to take.
Yeah, I mean, you know, as an independent route, even independent route back then, there was a lot of independent sub labels underneath big labels like Universal. You know what I'm saying? I got offered about 25, 30,000 for a fucking like a 4-album deal. And I'm like, yo, working at IMAX at that time. I was making that shit working. I mean, why am I gonna slave 4 albums for $30,000? You know what I mean? That doesn't even make sense.
But you see, you sound like you were smart. You were smart about it.
I was like, it didn't make sense.
Your track record, you could have knocked that out in a week.
In a week.
Yeah.
In a week.
Don't call us,
Damn, I would have done it for 4 albums in a week. Man.
Bro, I seen you go to the studio and do like 3 songs back to back.
Yeah.
Just like sweating, just like going in there.
Man, that was me. Maniac. Me and Maniac, he'd be like, yo, let's we got 4 hours. We got 4 hours. And I'm like, yo, all right. We'll do like 7 songs and shit. Like,
what the fuck? Yo, E,
we
me
do like
and you,
7 songs.
we might do 2 songs tonight, the most, you know? So we go see this dude and he's just like, next song. We're like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? What is he
OCD. Like,
on? What is he
on?
on?
One shot, one kill.
I had to.
One
But
shot,
nah,
one kill.
that's sick.
Yeah, man. But
That's real shit right there. That's real hip hop shit right there.
hip hop. Don't
That's
stop.
real hip
This
hop
nigga
shit,
doing a
man.
song in a one take type of shit.
Yeah, I used to perfect it, but I used to practice a lot. You know what I mean? Go over it like 1,000 times, and then when I go to the studio, I'm not spending no time in the studio. I'm gonna
Take
knock
one.
it out. Yo, I used to lay the whole shit. Yo, verse, hook, verse. Yo, one shot. Try to hold my breath. Try to breathe in between. Just because, like, yo,
that punching shit.
let's go for the next one. But that was to save time.
You gotta punch in though. Sometimes
save money.
Don't be scared to punch in. Sometimes you gotta punch in.
My man said no punch-ins at the beginning.
And I said that shit. And look at me. I was punching in shit. But don't get me wrong. You can write it, so you don't gotta punch in.
Yeah.
Yo, fellas, something happened a few weeks ago with Lil Wayne, and I think we have to discuss it. My man sold everything. He done sold the whole house. He done sold everything. Look, pantaloncillo, chancleta, everything.
You know what's crazy about that? That you think about, he was dealing with that whole
Birdman shit. So he did the same
ago.
shit. Did he do the same thing that Birdman did to him?
He pretty much reflipped it. Yeah, but he got his money. Did he get his money? He got some money from that.
With the lawsuit, they settled. They
settled. He got some money out of that. Now he's pretty much flipping. But you know what it is?
But I want to know, what do you think about it? Like, what do you think about his move? Like, you think that it was correct? You think Drake and Nicki is looking at him side eye, or you think he's good?
But I mean, he owned that. Young Money owned. Yeah, Young Money owned.
Think about
Drake.
So he's
and
fine, Juan Carlos?
Huh?
You think he's like, nobody's gonna say, my nigga, why did you just go and sell everything?
Nah, but think about it. He flip. You know, you're gonna sell something for $100 million, right? You built that shit. You built that shit for years. $100 million.
he groomed Nicki. He groomed Drake. Yeah, Tiger
And
also.
all that shit, right? He's selling the masses. I'm sure he's still getting. He's selling the masses, but whatever they do with those masses, I'm sure he negotiated some kind of percentage. If they're gonna do something with it, you're still getting something off it.
I'm like I was there.
I'm pretty sure.
You was in the back. You was in the back taking notes.
That'll be the ideal thing. You're gonna sell your masses to give somebody control of everything, but you're still gonna get something out of that when they're gonna do something with it, right? But he's selling off his rights, for when he's gone. Not to say that you don't have faith that your shit gonna be around for 50 years, 100 years.
Well, that was a mistake the Beatles made. They sold it. They don't own their masters.
Yeah.
They sold it. They've been sold it. And the Beatles is like, is one of the in history, like one of the illest groups in history, and people still playing the Beatles to this day. And none of their families are seeing that because they sold that. So you think about it, him selling that and Drake, a lot of the mixtapes and first projects under that, it was hard. That was like Drake's hardest shit.
But Juan Carlos, if you're Drake, how do you feel about that?
Man, I probably...
Because look, he...
Up until 2000, but it said up until...
It's not everything, though.
It's not everything. It's until Scorpion.
Drake fulfilled...
It's until Scorpion.
Yeah, because Drake fulfilled whatever he needed, under Young Money.
Yeah.
He fulfilled whatever he had to, and now he's not even signed to him anymore.
So I won't call us up until Scorpion. All of that shit is Wayne's or who, you know what I'm saying?
So yeah, I mean, if I was Drake, I'm thinking like this, like that's not even mine anyway.
So you just brush it off, right?
Yeah.
If you're Drake, because
if
you
I'm
have that
Drake,
type of money.
Yeah, because he's like, I'm good anyway. If he
That's
was
masters, because you still getting a percentage off whatever. I'm sure
it's so crazy though, like the wordage of it.
Because masters,
I get this, I get that.
You talking about slaves right there, masters. You owning your masters. You owning that slaves talk right there, bro.
That has a lot of meanings.
That's all slave talk.
That's the music industry, bro.
The music.
That's the way they talk about it.
Shit, throw it in flames.
That's the way the hip hop game came in. They took over. You got these labels who took over. These artists with the talent, pretty much had the artists as slaves out there laying out the fucking beauty. And they were the ones eating off the fucking work.
But that's the way everything. They come in, they conquer, they take it all. They take shit and they make it theirs. You know what I mean?
They're saying that the NBA and the music industry is almost like fucking back in the day, slave labor type of shit.
Because of course.
The NBA, the one thing you got to give to NBA players, and it's talked about a lot, NBA players took control of the league.
What do you mean?
Because now they dictate more. They dictate more where they want to go. They can, if they want to get traded, they put that shit out there. They want to get moved. They putting themselves in that situation where they want to get moved, and the teams are forced to trade them. Like look at Westbrook. What happened with Harden and Westbrook? Like, I think it was a season, 2 seasons maybe.
Yeah,
I see 2 seasons maybe they lasted. Maybe it was 1. I don't even know. That shit was so fast. It happened so quick. And look, so Westbrook is now with the Wizards, and Harden now, they talking about Harden want to get out of fucking Houston. Like, think about it, like, yo.
So shit, if he wants to get out, you think he'll get out, like, through the power of fucking social media or voicing it to the team? Can he get out? Can he be out?
The way they be talking about it think about baseball, same shit with baseball. Not, baseball players are trying to do that the same way. But you think about, like, they're fucking
joke, bro.
No,
it's a joke, man.
But NBA players are pushing themselves. The NBA has taken more control. The NBA players have taken more control of where they want to be, where they want to go. Think about it. Look at LeBron. Look at LeBron. And LeBron is the real advocate.
Oh, shit.
Of that shit.
The advocates are back.
Yeah, okay.
Fucking NBA advocate. My nigga LeBron's an NBA advocate.
Talk it.
And I'm not gonna say I'm a LeBron bias because I just hate when niggas try to say he better than Jordan.
He not
I'm gonna
better.
tell you right now. Jordan flew. LeBron don't fly.
But
right?
I saw something today. I saw that LeBron, he and all the finals that he was in, he faced 26 Hall of Famers, and Jordan only faced 9.
That's all niggas talking shit.
No, I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you doing right now.
Devil's advocate.
That's what
Juan Carlos, you are the devil's advocate.
My man that grew up.
You're him.
My man
Al
that's from
Pacino.
Ohio.
Al Pacino, bro.
That's my man that's from Ohio. That's his argument right there. That's one thing he was trying to throw at me. I was like, yo, but you don't know how the NBA was back then compared to now. LeBron had a breeze. As he used to say, a breeze through the East. And it was really a breeze through the East because what the East what the East is now.
When the East is in the house, oh my God, danger.
Shit, goddamn. Now you got me thinking like, yo, I'm talking down the East. Nah, we ain't talking down the East, but I'm talking about the Eastern Conference in the NBA.
Get it?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's very passionate about this topic.
What the Western Conference is now is what the Eastern Conference was when Jordan was around.
Yeah.
And Jordan was ransacking these niggas. Yeah, it took him a couple years to build it up. You know, he had to build up his team, build up his fucking guys. But my man was a fucking team hopper. Yo, I don't even want to talk about that shit.
He's a team hopper.
I don't even talk about that shit. It's whack. I'm tired of having that argument.
There's no loyalty
about LeBron and Jordan. Jordan is the illest. Sit the fuck down.
Kobe. You talk about
LeBron
Jordan,
is nice,
Kobe.
but he ain't fucking Jordan, my nigga.
I think one argument that I always, you know what I mean, when I encounter a younger dude or whatever, younger cat, he's more like a LeBron this and LeBron. I'm like, yo, listen, there's no loyalty now in the game. The game is all about money. It's about, yo, who can I get to win championships and get the biggest deal? Back in the day, yo, a dude could start in one team and his career in one team.
It's a whole,
it was a whole different league, right?
Niggas be jumping out, you know. You don't do that, bro.
You know what it is? Because they
found show your worth.
Because they found the cheat code. They found, the shortcut. Back in the day, you sticking with your team. Let's say you're on the Knicks, sticking with my team. I'm representing. Yeah. You're gonna waste your. Carmelo was here. He wasting his precious years when he was young and good. He wasted his years here. Why come here, my nigga?
Damn, you gotta bring up the Knicks.
But the Knicks, even in the 90s, the Knicks, you know what I'm saying, they had the same team for mad years though. They had the same squad year after year, and they were getting better and better until they reached the final.
Yeah, they built
they
up.
Reached the final one year.
Up.
You know what I'm saying? They, but they built up. Now I think the teams right now, they're like, yo, I feel like I stopped watching shit. I stopped watching the NBA and all that because I feel like I was playing.
Knicks?
I felt like I was playing like NBA Jam or some shit. Like you could pick your own players. Like I felt like I could pick my own players, and they battling this dude and this dude is
on fire.
Yeah, it was like it was crazy. Yo, it was a slaughter. It's a slaughter out there. Like yo, that when Durant joined fucking Golden State, that was crazy.
That like a cheat code. That up, down, left, right. Remember that shit?
Yeah, man.
Like that.
I tell you what, I'm mad excited though for this season though, because I want to see Durant and Kyrie. See what they do with Brooklyn. See what they do with the Nets.
Look, I live in Brooklyn. I hope they pop off.
That should be. Jumping.
I need something.
That'll be a whole different transition right there. Yo, the shit coming back. Fuck the Knicks. Knicks fucking y'all niggas is washed. Y'all niggas now is in the back burner. Y'all like fucking y'all like the I don't even say Milwaukee Bucks because they was in the back burner for a while. Y'all like the fucking let's say the Vancouver Grizzlies. Y'all niggas is lost right now. That's what the Knicks is going.
Damn, fuck.
Look at my nigga, and my nigga got the fucking what is that net hat? Nah, what's that? But it look like a Brooklyn net hat. You rapping right there, kid. That's the way we going. We're going to Brooklyn, man.
What you was saying?
Fuck that, nigga. That's closer to Queens too, nigga. We connected. Fuck Manhattan. That shit is a fucking rat zone right now.
Yo, why you talking so much shit about the Knicks, man?
Yo, the niggas is trash, my nigga. I'm tired.
Listen. We're in New York. We're in New York, all right? We're in New York.
Niggas,
Yo, we're in New York, so as much as they suck, we got to hold them down. I was a big Knicks fan. I'm not a big Knicks fan anymore, but I watch them de lejito from far. make sure my son is doing okay.
The first
He
couple,
doesn't fall on the floor and hurt his leg.
first couple games.
But I'm not gonna be
Yo.
into. I'm not gonna. Yo, the Knicks always sell out, man. They make mad money in the Garden.
Why?
Because of the
Because
Garden.
Tourists.
Huh?
In the
They ain't
Garden.
gonna sell out now.
Then the
They-
Ain't even
COVID.
that. Ain't even that. Yeah.
Oh, because of COVID. Yo, I wonder how that affects everything. Think about
It's
it.
gonna affect
Because
everything.
they make the money off of like the stadium, like the fucking food, the fucking
The hotels
beverages.
around there, everything. There's the hotels around there. The tourists. A lot of people come in from different countries, different cities, different states. Why? For jobs, the conferences, and one of the first things they do is go to Madison Square Garden as a fucking
experience.
as a staple of a New York experience. Yo, go to Madison Square Garden, go to the Empire State Building, and go to see the Statue of Liberty. Yo, they want to go
Get
to
a
Madison
chimney from 108.
and get a chimney. Damn, they don't know because they might get stabbed.
know about
But they might get stabbed out there. But what I'm saying is, Madison Square Garden, they generate so much money on a daily basis, even when they're closed, because they keep their merchandise section open. People just walking through, and they'll go and boom, they'll just cop something. Penn Station is right there. It's in the freaking state in the stadium or the arena or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So think about all the people that lost their jobs.
Just maybe.
Maybe.
Just maybe. This might give this nigga James Dolan a reason to sell that fucking team. Because nobody likes this nigga.
Yeah.
That nigga's an asshole. You know what?
He is
With
an
the
asshole.
revenues going down, nigga sell. Sell that shit
Very
to
well.
somebody.
Who did James Dolan get security to yoke up?
Charles
During the
Oakley.
game? Yo,
They ain't
that was
yoked that
crazy.
nigga up. They ain't yoked that nigga. Oakley
No,
was
Oakley
honest.
yoked.
Oh, Yogi was doing.
Oakley yoked.
Yo,
he
them
yoked.
niggas up.
He yoked
Fucking niggas
the
up.
Touch
security
me,
up.
nigga. Don't touch me.
And that's
nigga.
hip hop
Give me
right
3
there.
feet.
Fuck out
That's
of
hip
here.
hop.
CC.
Oakley's a monster, nigga.
Yeah, I mean he's 6'7",
He's big,
huge
he's big.
motherfucker. And then you send fucking like freaking 6 foot. He's 6'9".
Stat cards. I know my stats
Oh,
from the cards. I still
nah,
got.
that's hip hop.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
still have my
card.
cards.
I'm sure. I
I still got my binder on some nerd shit, nigga, with the plastic. I got comic books. I got all that ready. What's up? You
Yo,
want
we
to
should
battle?
talk- we should talk about fucking cards. Niggas used to trade cards back in the days.
You had the Pokemon joints.
No, fuck the Pokemon. I'm talking about niggas used to trade back. Nigga, the Pokemon shit. That was.
This nigga
This
came.
nigga
I'm
had
talking
the
about niggas used to
Pokemon.
trade. No, but that came after.
You lost me on that one.
Niggas
I'm
used to
gonna
trade
be real with
basketball
you.
cards,
Yeah, the
baseball
basketball
cards.
After the Pokemon joint, like I don't even watch that shit.
Yo,
I started
some
watching
shit-
it now, and I'm like, yo, that shit was ill. I missed out on that.
Yo, but think about how niggas used to be so into cards, right?
Yeah,
Baseball cards, basketball cards,
basketball card, baseball.
even football. But football cards weren't even that. You had some of the popular players.
Yeah.
But that's it. But it was mainly baseball and basketball cards.
Mm.
That, as far as I know.
Isn't that crazy though? Because
we
it's
was
just a
deep in
fucking
that
piece
shit.
of paper, right?
It's a piece of paper, but that shit used to, yo,
shit's
niggas
worth.
used to value that shit so much.
Yeah.
Yo, we used to go to Flushing and Main Street. I remember. We used to go to Flushing and Main Street.
How about Ramones too? But that was more comic books.
And steal.
You should steal.
Hell yeah, nigga. We used to steal them cars, my nigga. We used to go
Caldor
in-
from Caldor?
Nigga, from the nigga, they used to have stores, nigga. The shit used to be so big back in the day. I'm talking about the 90s. It shit used to be so big back in the day. Niggas used to go to, they used to have stores for just
Cards, yeah.
trading cards.
That's like the
And
vape.
they were called trading cards.
Yeah, that's like the vape shops nowadays. You see,
Exactly.
like,
And
you know?
that's the way that you think about it. You see all these vape shops and all that shit.
I be wondering how do they pay their mortgage?
There was,
I wonder.
There was cards.
A lot of motherfuckers vaping,
everywhere.
bro.
a lot of people, but like,
Yo, bro, we used to go to upstate. When I used to be upstate in Rockland, in Pomona, and they had a car store up there. That I brought my Corona mentality over there.
You was stealing man
and
cards.
we was stealing cars up there when we used to
Yeah,
go.
I remember.
I used to go up there with when I used to stay up there, and I used to take these niggas over there. You know, like because I was deep
You know
in
what
that.
I'm
I
saying?
was deep in that. Well, I'm talking about when I was like 11, 10, 11, 12. Like, niggas a kid, trading cards. And I'm a nigga, I was deep in numbers. I used to love numbers. I used to love stats. So that's what I used to look at when I used to look at the cards. That's what you get a card for. A basketball player that you like. And even a medium type nigga. Or you get a high rise nigga. When you get a high rise nigga, like, yo, that's a nigga that you put the hard frame on. You put you put that hard plastic on, like, yo,
Ooh,
this
that's when
car's
you know you
gonna
was
be
serious.
worth fucking thousands in 20 years. Yo, my nigga, I opened my box the other day. I seen shit from Dennis Rodman, Jordan. I'm talking about niggas is retired. And I'm thinking, yo, imagine niggas that was, I'm talking about the 90s, right? Niggas that in the 70s, basketball players or baseball players, baseball cards from that age that we didn't get our hands on. And back then, we're like, yo, I used to think back then in the 90s, like, yo, those people are retired. Them shits are worth money.
Yeah,
and they were worth money back then because those players were retired.
But you see how you talking about the old school guys, right, and the new guys. You see how you were saying that you were out there stealing cards and shit, and like we're recording. You see, that's what yo.
Yeah, that's fucking.
Let's talk about it. Casanova, DJ Vlad. Because that's what happened, right?
Yeah,
he kept talking. Yo, I was doing this, I was doing that during interviews.
Yo,
and what happened?
One of Casanova's
true.
One of Casanova's topic headlines on Vlad was like, I was the biggest gangster in Brooklyn. That was crazy. The feds are right that they made the job so easy.
They're like this. We're looking that up. Let's see what happened. They're looking that up, bro.
Yo, that was crazy.
That's some other shit, bro.
I like Casanova, and I like his flow, and I like the way that he came out of jail with that
mentality. I seen him one time in downtown.
You seen everybody, man.
I seen him in
you're outside.
I'm outside. But I seen him
everywhere.
I was actually having
Never
dinner.
Scared.
And damn, I forgot the name of this spot, man. It was a candy spot, like a candy restaurant type of shit. And we took our daughter. She was turning 14. So they had these little like damn, I forgot the name of this motherfucking spot. Look it up. It's you're gonna be that little nigga. You're gonna be that nigga from Joe Rogan. Hey yo,
Mr. Google, my man,
Brian,
Mr. Google.
Yeah, yo, it's
Brian,
a candy based
pull up.
a lounge restaurant.
Pull up the horse.
What is it? Wait, go ahead.
Like a candy based
with the staple in the
lounge
staple
restaurant
in
in Manhattan. Yeah, candy, like a candy.
Nah, yo.
And Casanova came through. He was there. He was deep. He was deep with his peoples and shit. And I was there with the fam and the kids and whatever. And I was like, yo, Cass, whatever. I said, what up to him? He was mad cool. He was chill. And but yo, it's crazy. That situation is fucked up.
It's fucked up. That you see a nigga just they're using that whole Vlad TV shit. The whole
about 10th Street and 12th Ave around there.
They're using everything. That's what they saying. But this is all shit that we seeing online.
Yeah,
they're using this shit, whatever the fuck he had online, talking. They're gonna use that shit for whatever the investigation. I'm gonna see, right?
Yeah.
They're gonna use it for that. They're gonna use it for his investigation. Whatever they're trying to get him on. Like, I tell niggas, yo, niggas gotta be careful what you talking
Juan Carlos, there's something here that
don't talk on the phone. Yo, don't
Cabo
talk on the phone.
Cave Bar. Is that what you're talking about?
Might be.
Huh?
Might be. I don't remember the name. I don't think it's
Ray's
that.
Candy Store. Is that either or, motherfucker?
That sound like some dirty Netflix shit right there.
That's so. Yeah, you don't want to go in there, girls.
Chica spot.
Yeah, on 82nd and shit. Yo, but but that whole telling, and that's the era we in. Yo, you have to document everything. They want to document everything. They put everything online, and then you get fucked over. You know what I'm saying?
They use that shit against you.
They use it against you, and
what you say,
and people don't understand that.
Yo, but did he do it on purpose?
Nah,
that's
I think
what
that's
I'm really
the era
curious
that we
about.
live
Did he
in
do it on
right now.
purpose?
Because
it's the
era.
era.
Don't think about that at the moment. They don't think about that in the moment. But you see this kind of shit happening now, niggas are gonna learn from it.
Yeah.
The same thing, the same way niggas are learning about the whole master shit.
True.
Niggas gonna learn how to utilize the internet.
I think social media should shut down though, and I think it should be like back in the day. Like, yo, if you're like a Nas, a Jay-Z, like,
you know what? No, that's hard. That's a lot of pressure right there.
Why?
There's a lot of pressure.
I think
because you know what, the internet is what gets niggas out there. It's what niggas use to promote.
Yeah. It's a retarded space.
It's all about how you promote it.
It's a retarded space, bro.
But I see both of y'all. I see both of y'all routes. But I feel like when it comes to Nas, right? Because I'll talk about Nas all day. Nas, he has a mystique. Yo, what is Nas doing today?
Yeah.
Right? Like, yo, what
Jay
is he
Z,
doing
you
on a
don't
different day?
even know what the hell Jay Z's doing right now.
That's
But-
the whole point. That's how
But
you,
but
that's how
other
you-
rappers, we know what to do all day, 24/7. And at this point, I'm like, uh,
But you know what? These niggas
this
that we
motherfucker
talk
ate a
about-
steak
there's a
right now.
mystique. There's a
These niggas-
mystique
these
that
the
you
niggas
need.
that we grew up on. These niggas that we grew up on and we know about them. They've already built up that name.
It's not about that, but yo, think about this. Think about how many motherfuckers been going live lately, and then they die the next day. They getting shot up. They getting stabbed, shot up, and all that because they on live. They on social media.
We
They
outside.
putting everything on fucking social media. Oh shit, word. Oh, they put in their location, and motherfuckers is going over there trying to rob them. Because social media now is like, yo, it's not even about the music anymore. It's about the clout, right? And what you doing, what the shock value.
You
know
trying
what I'm
to
saying?
show off.
You trying to show off. You trying to
show off.
Is that what happened to Pop Smoke? Is that why he died?
Yeah,
he took a picture.
He took a picture, and the
he had some
Addy.
packages.
They said the Addy was there. The address
yeah,
was
the
there.
address, and so that's how they tracked him down. Apparently,
Damn.
That's
You
some
be
foul
watching.
shit. Huh?
You gotta know what you're doing, bro.
that's some foul shit. But
Yeah,
you
I'm
always
sure.
feel like you know what you're doing until you don't, until it's too late. So,
Damn.
yo, rest in peace to that nigga because
yeah, but he
his-
was. Yo,
That nigga was a young nigga. Nah, that was a young nigga right there. And you
Yeah,
know
he
what?
was
Who
coming
knows?
up.
And you know what? A nigga like 50 was backing that nigga up so hard.
he was like a young 50 to me. He
50
was like,
backing that nigga up so hard because 50 seen
Himself,
himself and him
yeah.
and that nigga's hustle.
Yeah.
You seen that nigga. Yo, I wasn't put on to him until after the nigga got murked. After he got murked, that's when I was like, yo, who is this nigga? I'm like, yo, don't get
party
me wrong.
shit, but the
Don't get
party
me wrong.
shit was
It's
popping.
It's not my type. It's not my type.
you,
not my
you,
type
you
of
didn't like
music.
we had the party. Remember that?
Oh yeah, that
remember
shit is
track?
catchy. It's catchy.
I love it
Don't get
all.
me
To be
wrong.
honest,
Don't get me wrong. I'm with that.
at this point, I don't give a
I
fuck.
respect
I like
that.
it all.
No,
this
music
point-
is music, my nigga. Music
like
is
it all,
music.
I don't give a
Everybody
fuck.
got their own music. Everybody got
Yeah,
their own
yeah.
sound.
And
I respect that. And don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Who knows what that nigga would have came up with now? That might have fucking attracted me to it. Because there's a lot of people you hear and you don't get caught on right away. But then after a time, the niggas grow and you know they try different things that other people might attract to. But that nigga was 19, bro. I wouldn't even have thought nigga was 19. I would have thought nigga was, just the shit that he was
I
talking
did not
about.
know he was 19 until right now.
Nigga was 19, my
Wow,
nigga.
bro.
And
He had a
he's
young buck,
Panamanian too.
He was a young buck, my nigga.
He was Panamanian too.
Wow.
Latino,
He was a young nigga, my nigga.
Moreno.
He was a young nigga, bro.
Pero
The
hace
fact
la
the way
vaina.
that nigga, the way that shit happened to that nigga, man, like that shit is sad, bro.
Yeah,
it really
man.
is.
But it's happening every week, though. It's happening every week. Every week, different dudes dying. Different artists, up and coming artists, is dying. It's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? And it's usually people that are from from your own
No,
neighborhood.
niggas that you know.
People, setting
Niggas that
you up.
know.
His situation, he was out in L.A., but apparently there was a girl, and he was trying to fuck or whatever, set him up, and the same girl had set up Young Berg like a few months before.
Oh, shit. I heard of that one.
Yeah, Young
I
Berg.
heard about in drink taps. He talk about it.
He was talking about it. Yeah, he talked about it. But girls will set you up, and that's the number one rule.
So,
Bitches will set you up, man. I've seen it. Bitches set up my mans. It's crazy.
but right now,
Left them butt naked. You know what I mean? Running in the streets. Like,
man,
niggas came through.
is crack all out?
I ain't see it, but I heard. But that's a dangerous situation. Whether it's you doing the music, whether you're doing drug business, you know what I mean? You in the drug game, music game, it's all the same.
Hip hop is a
Niggas
dangerous.
you can't get too comfortable showing off to a bitch, bro.
Hip hop
Nah.
is a dangerous lane.
Don't ever fall asleep
So-
on a bitch, my nigga. Because niggas, that's the thing with, especially niggas, young niggas. They, they like to floss and like to show off.
Yo,
You always
that
gotta be
floors are showing off. There was a video.
You always got- you
The
always
dude from
gotta be
Brooklyn.
on baby.
He was a fucking showing money. He was on live showing money. And they showed the location. He was in Brooklyn. 2 minutes later, dudes popped out out of nowhere. I guess they was just driving. I don't know what it was, but they popped out the car, stomped on the
Brang.
dude, took his dough. He's like, yo, call the cops. He's telling his man, yo, call the cops, call the cops. Oh, that was disturbing.
But hold up, man.
That was disturbing.
Because we're getting into kind of right. We're getting into a dark spot. So I just want to liven it up a little, my niggas.
Yeah, let's liven it up.
Let's get a little silly with it, right? Like, let's talk about, remember back in the day, yo, E, you used to throw the craziest house parties, man. Like since high school, it's already been like 15 years. You've been holding the title, So let's talk about house parties. But now, look what we got new. We got Zoom parties. Nigga, that just sounds fucking stupid. It sounds stupid. I've been to a few Zoom parties. You've
been involved.
Can I tell you my experience?
Speak on it.
It's retarded.
Speak on it.
Because there's like 1,000 people talking at the same time.
Oh my god!
Unless you're like from a military family where everybody's like real, like sturdy and shit. Like, okay, you talk now, you talk.
That was like
no Latinos, Spanish. We talking all at the same time. Is a fucking
Dominicans.
Yo. That was like the New York Donut back in the day. Remember that?
Is a shit
fest. You know what it was?
The New York Donut.
Niggas got desperate.
We used to go online. We used to go on the phone before internet. It would be a phone chat. It would be 1,000 motherfuckers in it trying to holler at shorties. Yo, what up? What up? My name was Big Dick Charlie. Yo, Big Dick Charlie. Yo, you heard Big Dick?
That was your name?
That was on it. Yo, Big Dick Charlie. Yo, Big Dick Charlie here. Yo, what up, girl? And then if a shorty be like, yo, what's up, Big Dick Charlie? What's up? And I'll be like, yo, what up? What's up? What's your name? Yo, I'm feeling you. Where you feeling me? Yo, boy, click out. And then you would click a fucking code. And then you get a separate room. And you talk to her about one-on-one. Yo, what up, girl? Where you at?
I could just imagine what Big Dick Charlie had to talk about.
Yo, we used to, and that's how we used to bag the shorties. And you used to, yo, what up? What you doing tonight? I'm in the Bronx. But, where you in the Bronx? You got some shorties with you? Yeah, I got some homegirls. Oh, where you go? I got my niggas with me. We gonna go over there. Bye. Yo, I got 5 dudes. Oh, you got 5? We used to go over there.
And when you show up, you're like, yeah, I'm Big Dick Charlie. Like, what's up, girl?
Everybody used to fuck. And everybody, we used to fuck.
Big Dick Charlie, I pulled up in the Harley.
Yo.
So off of that one, Carlos, should we wrap this shit up now?
It's a done deal. Wow. Listen, episode 3, we got more to come. Holla at us every week.
Hip-hop advocate.
Check for us. We checking for you. One love.
We'll check out that music.
With your protection against the spectrum, potential threats is aggression, plus a weapon rips you to shreds, increasing its murder rate. Waters produce lake with strong winds, flows creating hurricanes, and they all fatal. I generate speed, release speed from concrete pens, a tornado. Everything I spit stays high, volcano. High latitude, my altitude can only be explored while you're dreaming. Hearts as cold as polar regions, thoughts as bold as all her teachings. I go in like kamikazes, cocky like Muhammad Ali. Niggas on your block won't even stop me from knocking you out when having you screaming for mommy. This is LSD, PCP, added with a heap of cannabis. What you think of me when I'm in seek of a philanthropist? Please, they all G's rolling with heat in the streets. Niggas are great actresses. Mr. Advocate, distributing embarrassments. Fall back, leave you stiff like a mannequin. Got somewhere to be, wanna roll, follow me.
We trying to get more money than a monopoly.
My firm tight, these other niggas be faking.
Loyalty is strength and we built to break them.
Got somewhere to be, wanna roll, follow me.
We trying to get more money than a monopoly.
My firm tight, these other niggas be faking.
Loyalty is strength and we built to break them. At attention, heads up as I project. In the name of the Father and the Son, I'ma confess. The good word comes with bad intentions, but that's how we gotta move for an uphill progression. I'm in vain, different ways, many schemes. That's a reality. The surviving NYC. Call me quarter PE, only for about a week. On the next one, double up, half a P. We on the rise too high to be reached. Niggas be talking dirty. How they caught me a bleed. What you see at 5 o'clock, that's me. If you wanna talk math, son, you gotta be brief. If you ain't coming correct, then don't come at all. And go to work and meet the cash with no talk. Stash it under your belt, hop out and take a walk. And don't mention my name if you ever get caught,
Got somewhere to be, wanna roll, follow me.
We trying to get more money than a monopoly.
My firm tight, these other niggas be faking.
Loyalty is strength and we built to break them.
Lyrically, I carry big heat. Fucking with Steve, find yourself sailing up shit's creek. In the streets, you have no history. Running with the thieves, I can tell that without a doubt you'll eventually
Everything's gonna fall into place lyrically. Hit them hard, touch their jaw, break their face. They don't know. Frontin' like they rippin' it and got hits. When our record spins, hit the real hip hop shit. We got this, lock what they got, can't top this. It's logic that cops got clocks, get shot quick. They mobbing my block, trying to stop and not Chris. One option, get a clear shot and not miss. Hit them with a force so ungodly that probably a block beat. Yellow tape, nigga, crime scene. Figuring out where your life been is far from a nice dream. S&E, SOG, got the game in a tight squeeze.
Tight motherfucking squeeze.